Philadelphia cream cheese. Philadelphia is the dominant cream cheese brand in the United States, owned by Kraft Heinz and holding roughly 60% of the retail market. It is manufactured at multiple facilities across the country under contract processing arrangements not disclosed on the packaging. In 2017, Kraft Heinz issued a recall of Philadelphia soft cream cheese tubs after products were found with holes punctured through the foil liner. A tampering event traced to a single production facility identified by the code B8. In 2021, a class action lawsuit accused Kraft Heinz of shrinkflation, quietly reducing package sizes from 8 ounces to 7.5 ounces while holding prices steady. The company denied wrongdoing. No regulatory agency required a price correction. Schreiber Foods. Schreiber Foods is not a brand most Americans can name. It is the company that makes their cream cheese. One of the largest dairy processors in the United States, Schreiber manufactures private label cream cheese for dozens of major grocery chains including Walmart, Kroger, Aldi, and Dunkin'. In May 2024, the FDA announced a recall of over 836,000 units of cream cheese products manufactured by Schreiber after a supplier ingredient, whey protein concentrate, was found to be potentially contaminated with Salmonella. The recall affected products sold under at least a dozen store brand names across 19 states and Puerto Rico. The consumers who bought them had no way to identify Schreiber as the manufacturer without cross-referencing FDA recall databases. Aldi Friendly Farms. Aldi's Friendly Farms and Happy Farms cream cheese lines are among the lowest-priced cream cheese products available in American retail. The manufacturer behind them is Schreiber Foods. In May 2024, Aldi issued a recall of 4 distinct flavors of Happy Farms cream cheese, spread sold across 29 states, after Schreiber identified potential Salmonella contamination traced to a supplier ingredient. Aldi's supply chain operates under a supplier-managed quality model, in which third-party audits replace direct oversight between inspection cycles. The FDA inspects food processing facilities on an average cycle of 3 to 5 years for low-risk classifications. Between inspections, the safety record belongs to the supplier. The consumer has no visibility into it. Kroger Private Selection. Kroger sells cream cheese under its store brand labels including Private Selection and Simple Truth. Like most major U.S. grocery chains, Kroger does not manufacture its own cream cheese. Schreiber Foods is among its documented co-manufacturers. Kroger-branded cream cheese was listed among the products affected by the May 2024 Schreiber Salmonella recall, alongside Essential Everyday, Our Family, Schnucks, and Piggly Wiggly. Kroger recorded net sales exceeding $148 billion in fiscal year 2023. The infrastructure to inform consumers of a contamination event in real time, a direct notification system tied to loyalty card purchase data, exists. It was not used. Great Value. Great Value is Walmart's private label brand and one of the highest volume cream cheese products sold in the United States by unit count. The brand carries no manufacturing identity on its label. Its cream cheese retails at a price point that reflects systematic ingredient substitution. Carrageenan, guar gum, and locust bean gum replace portions of cream content to maintain margins at scale. These are legal additives disclosed in the ingredients list in terms most consumers do not parse. Carrageenan, the most widely used of the 3, has been linked in peer-reviewed animal studies to intestinal inflammation. The FDA classifies it as generally recognized as safe. The gap between those two facts has never been publicly resolved. Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's cream cheese is sold exclusively under the Trader Joe's label, with no manufacturer identified on the packaging. In 2019, the advocacy organization Toxic Free Future published findings from independent testing of food packaging across major U.S. grocery retailers, identifying likely PFAS, per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances in paper-based food packaging at Trader Joe's locations. PFAS are industrial compounds linked to immune suppression, liver damage, and increased cancer risk. Trader Joe's responded by stating it was asking vendors to avoid PFAS in packaging. It made no public commitment with a binding timeline. Consumer Reports conducted separate packaging tests in 2022 and again found detectable PFAS levels in Trader Joe's food packaging. The FDA has not established a maximum limit for PFAS in dairy product packaging. Breakstones is a Kraft Heinz brand positioned as a premium alternative to Philadelphia, with packaging that references a heritage dairy identity dating to 1882. Its cream cheese contains Carrageenan as a stabilizer, the same hydrocolloid linked in animal studies to intestinal inflammation used in economy-tier competitors. The premium positioning adds approximately 15 to 20% to the retail price for a product manufactured under the same FDA regulatory thresholds and carrying the same class of additives as store-brand cream cheese at half the price. The 1882 founding date is real. What it signals about current manufacturing practice is not. Horizon Organic, owned by Danone's White Wave division, sells cream cheese at the premium end of the organic segment. Since the mid-2000s, the Cornucopia Institute, a farm policy research group, has filed formal complaints with the USDA, alleging that Horizon-supplied dairy farms did not meet the outdoor access requirements mandated by organic certification. USDA enforcement investigations confirmed non-compliance across multiple large organic dairy operations during this period. Horizon Organic was among the brands named in resulting advocacy findings and press investigations. The USDA did not revoke Horizon's organic certification. Consumers continued paying the organic premium, typically 40 to 60% above conventional pricing, for a product whose supply chain had been found by multiple investigators to be operating outside the rules that justify that premium. President is a French dairy brand owned by Lactalis, the world's largest dairy group, with cream cheese sold in the United States through specialty and upscale grocery retailers. In 2022, Lactalis, the parent company, was at the center of one of the largest food safety scandals in European history, involving Salmonella-contaminated infant formula distributed across 83 countries. The contamination originated at a Lactalis facility in Craon, France. Internal documents reviewed during subsequent legal proceedings showed that management had been aware of contamination risks at the facility for years before the public recall. The U.S. cream cheese line was not part of the contaminated product. President Cream Cheese in the United States continues to carry the Lactalis name without reference to the parent company's documented regulatory history. Organic Valley markets its cream cheese as a cleaner alternative. USDA certified organic, made without synthetic additives, produced through a cooperative of independent farms, and formulated without Carrageenan. Its ingredient list is shorter than virtually every conventional competitor. The product is, by the standards of the category, genuinely different. Organic certification governs inputs, what goes into the product, and how the animals are managed. It does not govern facility hygiene, equipment maintenance, or contamination prevention systems. These are regulated by separate FDA inspection cycles, applied on the same schedule to organic and conventional producers alike. The label signals a farming philosophy. It makes no guarantee about what happens on the processing line. Crystal Farms is a regional dairy brand based in Lake Mills, Wisconsin, with distribution across the Midwest and expanding nationally through club store channels including Sam's Club. Its cream cheese contains potassium sorbate, Carrageenan, and guar gum. The brand's retail packaging describes its products as farm fresh. The FDA's definition of farm fresh and the reality of large-scale contract dairy processing do not align in any meaningful way. Potassium sorbate, the preservative used to extend shelf life, is classified as GRAS. Cell studies, conducted at concentrations far above food levels, have shown potential genotoxic effects. The preservative is disclosed. Its function is almost never explained to the consumer purchasing a product described as farm fresh.